A very good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about the poem The Snake Trying. Okay, The Snake Trying. All of you take page number 125 from Behive.
Yeah, sir.
Yes. One of you read loudly poem.
Sir, can I read?
Read.
The snake trying to escape the pursuing stick with sudden curvings of thin long body. How beautiful and graceful are his shapes. He glides through the water away from the stroke. Oh, let him go over the water, into the reeds to hide without hurt. Small and green, he is harmful even to children. Along the sand, he lay until observed and chased away. And now he vanishes in the ripples among the green slim reeds.
Yes. Another student read, ma.
Okay, sir. The snake trying to escape the pursuing stick with the sudden curvings of thin long body. How beautiful and graceful are his shapes. He glides through the water away from the stroke. Oh, let him go over the water into the reeds to hide without hurt. Small and green, he is harmless even to children. Along the sand, he lay until observed and chased away. And now he vanished in the ripples among the green slim reeds.
Yes. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What is there on it?
Sir, something
Video.
add.
Video. Okay.
Video, sir.
Yes. See there.
Sir?
We can't hear anything, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir.
Yes, ma.
Sir. We can't hear anything.
We can see pictures, sir. We can't
You can't
see
listen.
Yes,
No,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, sir.
Wait 1 minute. Now can you listen?
No, sir.
No?
sir.
My God. One minute. One minute. Can you hear children now?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir.
What happened? Now?
No.
No?
No, sir.
Okay, shall I
No,
stop
sir.
it?
Yeah, sir.
Sir.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So read children, one of you once again. The snake trying poem.
The snake trying to
Sir,
escape
can I?
the pursuing stick
Yeah,
with
read.
sudden curvings of thin, long body. How beautiful and graceful are his shapes. He glides to the water away from the stroke. Oh, let him go over the water, into the reeds to hide, without hurt. Small and green, he is harmless even to children. Along the sand, he lay until observed and chased away. And now he vanishes in the ripples among the green slim reeds.
Slim reads. Okay, fine, good. Okay, listen children, all of you. Okay. So in this poem, the poet says that the snake tries to escape from being hit by the stick held by a person who is trying to kill it. The poet wants to say that all snakes are not harmful. Humans have a notion that snakes are dangerous and try to kill them as soon as they spot it, and then he tells us how a harmless green colored snake tries to hide behind the green bushes in order to save itself. Actually, they won't or they are not intended to bite us. But we see them, we take a stick, and then we wanted to kill it. Okay, this is actually the summary of the poem. Okay, so the first stanza, the snake trying to escape the pursuing stick. Write the meaning of pursuing, children. The pursuing means chasing, following. Okay, the snake trying to escape the pursuing stick with the sudden curvings of thin, long body. How beautiful and graceful are his shapes. So, which means the narrator has been explaining about the shape of the snake or the beauty of the snake. Clear? So, that is why he has used adjectives. What is the main function of adjective? Describing about a noun. So, here the author describes snake. Okay. So, see, the snake tries to escape from being hit by the stick that is following it. As the snake crawls, its body twists and turns, forming fascinating shapes. Yes. So that's what narrator wanted to say. See the line. How beautiful and graceful are his shapes. Actually, when a person dances on the stage, we could see, okay, the beauty and the grace of the face and everything. Clear? In the same way, those expressions that he had given to the snake. See how beautiful and graceful are his shapes. How they make so whenever they were crawling, no, its body twists and it turns, forming fascinating shapes. It's very interesting to see when the snake is moving, or when the snake is doing like this, okay, like okay, lifting its head. So it's fascinating to us, to the children also. That is why the narrator, or maybe a small boy, came with a stick to beat the snake. But the but this poor fellow, what it's doing, let's find out. Read second stanza. He glides.
Sir, can I?
Read ma.
He glides through the water away from the stroke. Oh, let him go over the water, into the reeds to hide without hurt. Small and green, he is harmless even to children.
Yeah.
Along the sand, he lay
Enough,
until
enough, enough.
observed.
Read.
He lay until observed and chased away, and now he vanishes in the ripples among the green slim reeds.
Okay, good. So glides, write the meaning. Glides means moves. Stroke, hitting of the stick. Stroke, hitting of the stick. Reeds, water or marsh plants with thick stems. Reeds means water or marsh plants with thick stems. Okay. So he glides means moves. So he moves through the water away from the stroke. Okay, whenever the person comes and hits the snake, at the time the snake, what it's doing? The snake moves through the water in order to save itself. So if it is on the earth, definitely people are going to beat. Or maybe the narrator, he came with a stick and then he wanted to beat the snake. Okay, so the snake moves through the water in order to save itself. Okay, the poet pleads to let it escape and hide behind the thick marshy plants as it is harmless. Oh my God, look here, children. So here the narrator is in favor of the snake, but not against the snakes. That is why he says harmless creature. Clear? So which means the narrator is talking about the activities of the people, okay, those who kill or those who beat the snakes, which means a small boy or maybe any person who came for beating the snake. For those people, about them he's saying ma. Okay. Yes, see there, 1 minute. Okay, the snake tries to escape from being hit by the snake. The snake tries to escape from being hit by the stick that is following it. As the snake crawls, its body twists and turns, forming fascinating shapes. Then followed by the snake moves through the water in order to save itself. Okay, now see the poem. So, oh, let him go over the water into the reeds to hide without hurt. Okay, don't, what the author is saying, it's a harmless creature. Okay, the poet pleads to let it escape and hide behind the thick marshy plants as it is harmless. Okay, snake, you go into the water, there are some plants, you go back to it, you can hide or you can save yourself. If not, okay, boy will come and beat with you with a stick, then you have to die. Which means the narrator is in favor of snake. He wanted to save the life of the snakes. Okay. The small green colored snake is harmless even to children. So where do you see these snakes which are in green color, children? On the trees especially.
Bush
Okay.
snakes, right?
Yeah. The snakes which are very green, we can see them on the trees. They won't do any harm. But actually we think they are going to do harm. That is why we beat it, right? Yes, people say that definitely they will bite us, or if not, they will be okay. They will be going to our ears. Certain times people say, but whether it's true or not, we too do not know exactly. Clear? So because of those things, what we do? We beat the snake with the sticks. The poor fellow. Okay. Then finally, okay, see there. Along the sand, he lay until observed and chased away, and now he vanishes in the ripples among the green slim reeds. Okay, vanishes means disappears. Reeds means water or marsh plants with thick stems. Okay, on the water, on the surface of the water, we see certain times. Okay, some plants are there with very thick stems. Have you seen any time? Those are the reeds. Clear? So what the snake does, it is going there and hiding at the back of the reeds, or maybe at the back of the small plants which are there on the surface of the water, especially on the ponds. So till it was spotted and chased away by the person holding a stick, it lay quietly in the sand. In order to save itself, the snake disappears in the ripples of water and hides in the okay camouflaging green bushes of the marshy plants. So in simply what we need to understand, okay, when a boy comes with a stick for beating, what the snake has done, it has gone to the water and hid itself at the back of the trees. And okay, even when the boy sees it is at the back of the small plants, then what the snake has done, it has gone under to the sand so that nobody could observe, to protect herself. Okay, so what is the rhyme scheme of the poem, children? Find out. What is the rhyme scheme? Yes. Yes. Abhinaya.
Sir, free verse.
Yes, free verse. Okay, that's right answer. Okay, so where is the alliteration? Check alliteration in the poem.
Sir, alliteration means sound, sir.
Yes, repetition of the consonant sounds in the
Okay, sir.
sentence. Alliteration.
Sir, reads, sir.
No.
They came two times, sir.
He is harmless. He, ha.
Yeah, sir. He is harmless.
He is harmless. Ha ha sound. Okay. Remember this.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So once again, listen here. Okay, regarding the snake trying. So in this poem, a harmless green colored snake tries to save itself from being hit by a person who is chasing it with a stick to kill it. The poet says that the snake is harmless even to children. People fear snakes, and when they see one, they try to kill it with a stick. The snake tries to save itself and hides behind the green colored bushes of marshy plants growing in the water. It hides in the ripples of water body in order to save itself. The snake disappears behind the marshy plants. Okay, some questions. Answer to me.
Okay.
What
sir.
is okay? What is the snake trying to escape from?
A person beating with a stick, sir.
Stick, sir. Pursuing
Yeah.
a stick.
Yeah, sir.
Good. Next. Is it a harmful snake? What is its color?
No, sir.
Sir,
It's
it is
green
not
color,
harmful
sir.
color. It is in green color, sir.
Yeah, it is not harmful. It is in
It
green
is
color.
in green color.
Next, boys. The poet finds the snake beautiful. Find the words he uses to convey its beauty.
Sir, how beautiful and graceful are his shapes.
Abhinay sir said boys.
I said
Only
boys.
boys. Yeah.
Already she told answer. Boys are there or not? Srijan,
Yes, sir.
the words used to describe the snake are
Sir, beautiful and graceful.
yeah, beautiful and graceful. Okay, next. Only boys. What does the poet wish for the snake?
Sir, nobody should harm it, sir. It will not harm anybody. It will be free with everybody, sir. But humans and children, as they see the snake, they will try to hit it.
Yeah, what he wanted to wish. So the snakes must save itself only. Nobody saves. It compares the snake with the human beings. Whenever the trouble comes, you have to save your life, not about the others. So that's what he wanted to convey, double meaning here, comparing snake with a human being. So the problem has come to snake. Who has to solve that snake? It's not
Snake
the
itself.
snake itself has to try, but not the other person or not the other snake. Even narrates also, he doesn't want to help. Okay. Next. Girls, where was the snake before anyone saw it and chased it away?
Sir, trees.
Sir, on the trees, sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
My question is, where was the snake before anyone saw it and chased it
Sir,
away?
it was gliding in the water, sir.
Yes, what I told you, in the water, it was lying in the sand.
Yes, sir. Then it is going to water
Yeah.
to save
So before
itself.
it was seen, it was lying in the sand. It
Yes.
disappears behind the marshy plants.
And water.
Yeah. Yes, ma. Yes, tell me what are the adjectives that you have found in the poem?
Beautiful, graceful,
And what else?
Small
Harmless.
and green also, sir.
harmless. Small and green.
Yes, what
Yes,
are
sir,
those?
small and green.
Small
Adjectives,
and
sir.
green,
Hmm.
graceful, beautiful, harmless.
Underline all those adjectives which are given there.
Okay, sir.
Did you underline?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
It's
sir.
completed.
Yes, good. Next, page number 126. Green snake.
Yes, sir.
Read, one of you read.
Sir,
Early
can I?
morning, the day before yesterday, under a slab of stone in a crack, eyes glittering folk,
Glittering.
tongue glittering folk, tongue licking and flashing, a frog swelling his belly, he lay there quick. Sir,
Yes, ma. Read.
continue, sir.
Continue.
He lay there quietly, a baby snake, 2 hands long, a green snake.
Hmm.
Continue, sir. Next
Continue.
paragraph. Poor thing, it's a green snake, still a baby. What harm can it do? I said. My father replied, a snake, and mother. That's where enjoy walks. We don't need trouble. Kill it. I can't, I said. Father struck him with a piece of firewood,
And chased him outside.
flat outside, and killed him flat.
Okay, girls, any one of you read, ma?
Sir, can I?
Who is that?
Sir,
Sir, can I?
Nivedita.
Did you read today?
No, sir. Half I read, sir.
Read.
Sir, can I?
Nivedita, read.
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
Early morning, the day before yesterday, under a slab of stone in a crack, eyes glittering, forked tongue licking and flashing, a frog swelling his belly. He lay there quietly, a baby snake, 2 hands long, a great snake.
Read.
Poor thing, it's a green snake, still a baby. What harm can it do it? I said. My father replied, a snake's a snake. And mother, that's where everyone walks. We don't need trouble. Kill it. I can't, I said. Father struck him with a piece of firewood, chased him outside, and killed him flat.
Okay. So it's for read and enjoy, not for explanation. Okay. How the father and the child has treated the small snake which is near to a stone. How what the father has done given in the poem, Green Snake. So read and enjoy poems will not come for the exam. Okay. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Next 10th chapter, Kathmandu. Is
Sir,
it
it was deleted, sir.
deleted? It's not there, right?
Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next.
11th lesson.
Yeah, sir. If I were you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What about this one?
That
A
is
slumber did my spirit seal.
That also
No, sir,
deleted,
that
sir.
is also deleted.
Fear no one. Ah, yes, it's deleted.
Read and enjoy.
If I were you.
It's
Yes,
there,
sir.
sir. We need to do that.
Okay, okay.
This is the last lesson, sir.
Yeah, sir.
Okay, now characters. Let's find out the characters first. Okay.
Sir, which lesson, sir?
If I were you, unit 11.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. But actually, it's not there in theme 3. Clear? Only for learning purpose. If I were you. Clear?
Yeah, sir.
Yes. Almost the syllabus, everything is completed. So tomorrow notes, what we do? Okay, I will take some grammar concepts every day.
Okay, sir.
Understood? Every day I will
Yeah,
be
sir.
teaching you, like starting from parts of speech, all the clauses, phrases, direct, indirect speech, active voice and passive voice, and everything will be discussed in the class. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Understood, all
sir.
of you?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now you can start to read for exam.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Up to now, whatever we have completed will be there in our exam.
Okay, sir.
Sir, moments have we completed all?
So movements we haven't completed.
Sir, still 4 lessons were left.
Yeah, those 4 lists
Yes,
still we have so much time. Okay,
Okay.
almost we have completed everything. Only okay.
Sir, only 3 lessons there, sir.
Hmm.
1 lesson was deleted.
Yes. Okay. If I were you, okay. What is the meaning of if I were you?
Sir, if I were you in the place of yes.
Yes. In place of something, we use the phrase if I were you. It is a condition. Understood? For example, okay.
Yeah, sir.
A boy who failed in the exam. His difficulties are different from a boy who passed in the exam. Then you are saying to him, if I were in your place, I would have got 500 by 500 or 10 by 10 marks. Okay, that is a place. So, if I were you, let's start before you read. One of you read, ma?
Sir, can I?
Yes, read.
Gerard lives alone in a lonely cottage. An intruder who is a criminal enters his cottage. He intends to murder Gerard and take on his identity. Does he succeed?
Hmm. The following words.
The following words and phrases occurred in the play. Do you know their meanings? Match them with the meanings given to find out.
Okay, it's not necessary now. Okay, read scene.
A small cottage interior, there is a entrance back right, which may be curtained. Another door to left must be a practical door. The furniture is simple, consisting of a small table. Towards the left, a chair or two and a divan, rather upstage on the right. On the table is a telephone. When the curtain rises, Gerard is standing by the table making a phone call. He is medium height, wearing a horn-rimmed glasses. He is dressed in a lawn suit and a great coat. His voice is cultured.
Okay, now we'll divide the characters. Okay, Gerard will be Srijan. Hello.
Sir.
Yes, he will be Gerard. Okay.
Sir.
Next, intruder.
Okay, sir.
Who wants to be Charan? You want to be intruder? Who wants to be intruder? Okay. Abhinaya. Intruder. Okay. Let's find out some more characters. Only two?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Which means for one page,
two members.
Two members will take. Okay. Yes. Okay. Start. Sijan, start ma.
Why this is surprise, Mr.
I am glad you are pleased to see me. I don't think you will be pleased for long. Put those paws up.
This is all my very melodramatic, not very original. Perhaps, but...
Trying to be calm and... yeah.
Nonchalant.
Nonchalant is your word, I think.
Thanks a lot. You will be soon stop being smart. I'll make you crawl. I want to know a few things. See.
Next.
Sir, this page also continues, sir.
Yeah, continue. Or else others, those who want to participate, you can. Who are those? Hiranya.
Sir.
Sir.
Yeah, you will be as a Gerard.
Sir, can I be intruder?
Sir, can I be
Nivedita. Intruder.
Yes, sir.
Start.
Sir, from next page.
Yeah, page 140.
Anything you like, I know all the answers. But before we begin, I should like to change my position. You may be comfortable, but I am not.
Sit down there. And no funny business. Motions to a chair and seats himself on the divan by the back. Now then, we'll have a nice little talk about yourself.
At last, a sympathetic audience, I'll tell you the story of my life. How as a child I was stolen by the Gimpies and why at the age of 32. I find myself in my lonely Essex cottage. How?
Keep it to yourself and just answer my questions. You live here alone? Well, do you?
I'm sorry. I thought you were telling me, not asking me. A question of inflection, your voice is unfamiliar.
With emphasis, do you live here alone?
And if I don't answer?
You have got enough sense not to want to get hurt.
I think good sense is shown more in the ability to avoid pain than in the mere desire to do so. What do you think?
Never mind my name. I like yours better. Mr. Gerard, what are your Christian names?
Vincent Charles.
Do you run a car?
No.
That's a lie. You're not dealing with a fool. I'm as smart as you are smarter. And I know you run a car. Better be careful, wise guy.
Are you American or is that merely a clever imitation?
Listen, this gun's no toy. I can hurt you without killing you and still get my answers.
Of course, if you put it like that, I'll be glad to assist you. I do possess a car and it's in a garage round the corner.
That's better. Do people often came out here?
Very rarely. Surprisingly few people take the trouble to visit me. There is a baker and the greengrocer, of course, and then there's the milkman. Quite charming, but no one so interesting as yourself.
I happen to know that you never see Fred's people.
Finish?
You seem to have taken a considerable amount of trouble since you know so much about me. Won't you say something about yourself? You have been so modest.
I could tell you plenty. You think you are smart, but I'm the top of the class round here. I have got brains and I use them. That's how I have got where I have.
And where precisely have you got? It didn't require a great brain to break into my little cottage.
When you know why I have broken into your little cottage, you will be surprised. And it won't be a pleasant surprise.
With you, with you figuring so largely in it, that is understandable. By the way, what particular line of crime do you embrace? Or not you a specialist?
My specialty is jewel robbery. Your car will do me a treat. It's certainly a dandy bus.
I am afraid jewels are few and far between in the wilds of Essex.
So are the cops. I can retire here nicely for a little while.
You mean to leave with me? A trifle sudden is not it. You have not been invited.
You won't be here long, so I didn't trouble to ask.
What do you mean?
This is your big surprise. I'm going to kill you.
A little harsh, is not it?
Yeah, I'll be sorry to do it. I have taken a fancy to you, but it's just got to be done.
Why add murder to your other crimes? It's a grave step you are taking.
I'm not taking it for fun. I have been hunted long enough. I'm wanted for murder already. And they can't hang me twice.
You are planning a